Hey everybody, welcome back to Elemental Cartomancy. I'm coming on today to film a video I've been promising to film for a few weeks now, so apologies. On November 1st, it was my birthday, and I was lucky enough to get a fair few decks for my birthday, so I wanted to do a deck haul. So this is my birthday haul video. I will start off with the decks that I got from my amazing husband. Um, First one, let me turn on the table camera here. First one is it's the Fallout Tarot. Fallout's not a game that I play, but I know that it's really popular. So there may well be some of you watching um, that that play this game that are familiar with it. Um, this isn't going to be a walkthrough by any means, because I don't know enough about I don't know anything about the walkthrough characters or anything. But I do really like the aesthetic of the deck. Do you see how it's like has this aged effect? It's really cool. It's the it's quite that this card stock is it's kind of the same as like the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot, and there's lots of decks that have this card stock. A lot of these decks that are coming out um that are based on something like, for example, Fallout or like The Nightmare Before Christmas. They have this kind of a nice matte cardstock. Um, and as you see, these are the backs. So yeah, this is the Fallout Tarot. I'll just show, I guess, a few cards from it. If anyone's watching and you particularly would like to see a full walkthrough of this deck, then please just let me know in the comments. I'd be more than happy to do one. That's quite a cool sun card, isn't it? See, I feel like that must have context, you know. There must be a reason that there's a dog chewing on a wee chap. Um, but I just don't know the context. What I will say, so the suits, so obviously we'll get the majors, the minors. I'll show you what the suits are. So we've got muskets, and you can see they're actually kind of quite color coded. So we have this kind of a sky blue for muskets. Um, Then what do we have here? We have synths. It's this kind of a dark, um, almost kind of a navy-ish blue. Maybe I should zoom out a wee bit actually. Let's see. So I could fit them all in a row. So muskets, synths. We have steel, and they are this kind of a steely grey colour in the background. And we have lanterns, which are this kind of a burnt orange colour. So let me have a look. The book's quite good, so you can see you're getting like a full color image, and then a full page for each major, and then for the minors, we're getting a page per card, and you're getting that color image there. Let me see if I can quickly see what the suits are. So muskets, synths, steel, and lanterns. For the tarot initiated among you, you may know them as the traditional wands, coins, swords, and cups. So it sounds as though muskets is wands, synths is coins, steel, swords, and lanterns is cups, if I've got that right. Yeah, so there we go. Muskets um, are the element of fire, so there's your wands. Synths as the element of earth, coins. Steel is the element of, they call it wind here, but that would be air, swords, and then lanterns will be water, cups. Um, just to let you have a quick look at what the style of them is. So we've got like 10, 9, 8. So you can see that they kind of do this kind of what's becoming more and more common. It's kind of like a semi-pip type, it's kind of illustrated, but it's also kind of like pip. So that's something to bear in mind if you're looking at getting it. It does, a lot of decks that are being produced these days do seem to have that in common. So that's the Fallout Tarot. The next one I want to show you, this was also my husband that got me this, is the DC Tarot. Now, I do know the DC universe a wee bit better than I know Fallout. A lot better than I know Fallout because I don't really know Fallout at all. Um, so I'm excited to have this and I'm kind of excited to work with it. It is, you can see that it's almost, it's made by the same kind of a, it's the same idea. It's got the same card stock. It's one of these decks that's been brought out based on, a theme. We've got our majors, so you can see we've got Harlequin there. Um, Poison Ivy is the Empress. Aquaman is our Emperor. Not letting you see these very well, am I? And so on and so forth. Um, so if I just do the same again, I'll show you some of them. There's a tower. Joker's the tower, and you can see the actual tower has the ha written on it. That's actually really cool. That's a really nice card. Card stocks, the same as what I said about the Fallout Tarot. It's that kind of a nice matte, silky matte card stock. I never did a size comparison, but I'm pretty sure they're more or less normal tarot size, these ones. Yep, your standard US Games tarot size. And we've got Supergirl, I think that is, on the star, Superman on the sun, Batman is Judgment. I'm not too sure who that is on the world. Um, so for the suits in this one, we've got our wands, 8, 9, 10, and as you're seeing as I'm flipping through these, it's the same idea. It's this kind of a semi-pip idea. I suppose that you could just call that pip deck. Pentacles. Oops. So the pentacles seem to be based on the Green Lantern's ring. Swords. It's kind of a samurai style swords. And cups. Um, so that's quite cool. Some of the cups have got water in them, some have got fire. It seems to alternate. So you can see you've got images in these. So some of them are kind of a scenic, some of them less so, as you've seen with like some of the swords cards. So in terms of the nomenclature, just get wands, pentacles, swords, and cups. Just your standard suit names. And that is the DC tarot. Okay. Next, I want to show you. So a lot of you, if you come into my lives, you'll have seen my best friend Robbie, who comes in quite a lot and chats away to us. He got me the Hocus Pocus Tarot. And I mentioned this on a live either last Thursday or the Thursday before, but I never actually showed it, so I'm going to show a wee bit of it. Again, same idea with the kind of a guidebook you're getting. And the card stock and card size, again, kind of a nice silky matte. I'll show some of the cards. So this is kind of what they look like. The backs are really nice. It's this kind of a purple, kind of a starry effect, is that? Max is the fool. Winifred is the magician. Sarah is the high priestess. Not really sure. That might be the mum. I think that's Max and Danny's mum with the camera. And the eye, because that's the dad dressed up as Dracula. Uh, the the book, so their book is the Hierophant. That's quite cool. We've got Max passing Alison his number for the lovers. Get Mary on her on her Hoover as the chariot, her Hoover broom. Danny is strength. Billy Butcherson is the hermit. Uh, got a picture of Danny and Binks as the Wheel of Fortune. Binks as the cat. It's quite unusual. We've got the three sisters. I think this is when they are being kind of wrangled up by the townsfolk at the start of the first Hocus Pocus film. That's the Justice card. We've got I forget. Ernie is the guy that goes by Ice, but I forget the other one's name. I forget his name, but it's named to and the cages as suspension, which would normally be the hanged one or the hanged man. Um, so for instead of death, we'll get transformation, and we see the witches turning Binks into the cat here, which is quite cool. That's Alison as Temperance. We've got the guy dressed up as the devil. As rather than the devil, we've got the master here. So you see him and his wee dog, Ralph, I believe is the dog's name. We've got the witch's cottage as the tower. Emily, I believe this is Emily, whose life force the witches steal at the start. She's the star. The moon, we've got Mary, I think. Let's see, for the sun, we see Winifred being turned to stone. For judgment, we have the graveyard where it all happens. And for the world, this is, I believe, Emily and Thackeray Binks, kind of their spirits being set free. Okay, so those were the majors. I went into that in a wee bit more detail than I perhaps meant to, but hey ho. Um, so for suits wise, we've got potions, and so Ace 2, and you can see again it's following this kind of quite pip-ish idea, but you do have some wee tidbits to the movie. So like oil of boil. This is for Billy. Bat tooth, hair of wolf, spider legs, dead man's toes, with one of my favourite scenes in the film. Newt saliva, so that when Winnie's kind of muttering the potion ingredients to herself at the start, Newt saliva is one of the things that she says. So that's potions. We've got candles. I'm taking it potions as cups. Candles is likely to be we'll get the black flame candle for the night there. I imagine candles as wands. 9 and 10. Pumpkins. Is that maybe uh, like pentacles, the earth sort of? And then lightning. So what's left? Swords? Hmm. Let's have a look at the book and just see what it says about the suits. So the suit of candles represents emotions, relationships, and imagination. It's water. Okay, so candles is water, which is cups. That's weird. Pumpkins is finance, earthly materials, laborious pursuits. So pumpkins is your earth. That is so that's pentacles. So candles is cups. Pumpkins is pentacles. Lightning is conflict, power, and judgment. It's the element of wind. So this is your air suit, and then potions is so potions must be, yeah, potions is fire, adventure, creativity, and inspiration. Members of this court are courageous and passionate, corresponds with fire. How unusual. Why would they not make potions cups and candles wands like the fire suit? Does that not make more sense? I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm not sure whether. So let's look. So like, so you've even got the teacher. She's quite like bubbly and The Knight of Potions. That's the name of the potion. The Page of Potions. I think that is. It's not Thackeray. It's his friend Elijah, maybe. I can't remember what he calls him. But it's when he's pointing to where they've taken Emily. I don't. I don't know whether when I'm reading with this, I might actually just switch it and make potions the cups suit, the water suit, and candles the fire suit, to be honest. Because you've got like the king of candles is like the performer, to me that's fire. Um, Madonna, the mum dressed up as Madonna is like, and I always say the Queen of Wands is a celebrity of the tarot. The black flame candle, and then Danny, adventure, I, I almost want to say that it's as if they've got it wrong in the book. Um, I know I'm taking forever here, but I'm curious to look at, for example, right, Five of Candles, or actually no, we're telling between Wands and Cups here, right? So let's look at the Four. So the Four, it says you'll find great inspiration and comfort from your friends, family, and community. Look to them for support and affection after your many struggles. This card may also suggest an important familial event, such as a wedding, birth, or other celebration. That is Wands, that is not Cups. So I'm going to call it and say I think that there's been a mistake made in the introductory pages. So this is on page 8 under Understanding Your Deck. It does say candles is the element of water, and it says that potions is the element of fire, but I think that's a mistake. I think they've got it the wrong way around. So that's just something to bear in mind if you've got this deck, the Hocus Pocus deck. I reckon they've got that the wrong way around. Let me know what you think, because yeah, the Four of Candles, a familial celebration event. That's Four of Wands. That's that kind of a wedding scene in the Four of Wands. Anyway, I shan't keep going on about it, but that's the Hocus Pocus tarot. It's quite cool actually. It makes it interesting, doesn't it? Next one. So my friend Mitchell very kindly got me the Stranger Things tarot deck. Um, so let's have a wee nosy at this one. Again, it's following the same kind of a theme. The book's quite, excuse me, quite similar. Um, Cardstock and size, same as before. Nice silky, and it's the standard size. I love the way that the cards are set out. They've got this kind of see how the corners it appears. It's kind of has an aged effect like the Fallout tarot deck. Um, you can see it the way the numbers and the titles are. This just really appeals to me, so it does. I love the images as well. I've watched season one plus a couple of episodes of Stranger Things. Don't all leave hate comments because I've not seen Stranger Things. I do enjoy it. I need to I keep falling out of the habit of watching it. Um, the backs does say Stranger Things on it. It's actually all right because it's the name of the show. It's not the name of the deck, if that makes sense. If it said Stranger Things tarot deck, I would kind of be like, you know. But the fact that it's the name of the show, it's kind of like the title screen of the show. I, I can I can deal with that. Um, so I don't know enough of the characters to be able to tell you who they all are. So I'll just kind of show a couple of cards. And again, if anyone wants a fuller walkthrough, then you just let me know, and I will uh, be more than happy to film one. Yeah, let's see what death looks like. Oh, it's that girl who at the start, don't remember her name. Devil. Star, Moon, World. I'm So for suits, we've got, let's see, we've got dice, we have scoops, we've got strands, and we've got spokes. And something that's pretty cool, this isn't a mistake on my part, the courts are all ordered queen, king, knight, page. So the queen seems to be, um, they come first in the order or last, depending on what way you're going. But they seem superior to the king, if you will, which is quite nice to see actually. I see the kings and queens in tarot are kind of like the kings and queens in chess, um, in my view. The king seems as though he's really important, and you knock over your king to indicate that you concede defeat. But the queen has got much more power, much more reach, than the king does. They both do the same thing. They both go in the same directions, but the queen just can go as far as she wants, whereas the king is limited to just around about him, which is kind of a like, they're both rulers, but the queen connects to people's hearts. The king connects to people's heads. To me, the queen has the potential to go much further. So it mirrors chess quite nicely. So it's nice to see the queen being given what, in my view, is a rightful place. Let's have a wee look and see what the suits are. Might need to bypass the majors. The minors explained. Okay, so the suit of strands is connected to the element of fire. So strands is fire, which is wands. Scoops, pentacles. Dice is swords. And spokes is cups. So what did we say? Dice was swords. And it's actually quite cool that these are quite scenic, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So these, just going by the dice, appear to be much more scenic than the other three decks that we looked at have been. Let's see, scoops. Let's see, we do seem to be a bit more pip in this. It just seems to be the number of scoops of ice cream. Yeah. It's quite cool the way they've done it, but it is quite pippish. Strands, these lights. So it does have a scene. Yeah, quite scenic. And then spokes. Okay, so these are like bike wheels. Cool. So that is the Stranger Things tarot. So let's see, I've done 4. I've got another 6 to show. And I am 24 minutes in. I'll be honest, I was hoping to go a wee bit quicker, um, but hey ho. Right, there's 2 decks that I got myself. I ordered off Amazon with money that I'd got. So anime tarot deck. I've already showed this. I showed this during a live a couple of weeks ago. I edged it live. It actually has quite similar cardstock to the other decks that I've just shown. That nice kind of a silky matte, but it is like scenic. As you know, if you've seen that hermit card was lovely. I edged it this lovely black, just using a black Sharpie, which has turned out really nice. This is all shuffled because I've read with it. But that is the anime tarot deck. Now, if you're looking at this and you're thinking, oh, I like that, I'm going to get that, make sure that you get the right one because there's a couple of anime tarot decks on Amazon. Um, and the other one is completely different. It's pit, but it's not scenic like this one. So it's the one with this cover. The Sufi Tarot. So I saw this on Simon's channel. He showed this one, and I thought it looked really nice. I've not worked with it yet, but I plan to. It reminds me of the Lightseers actually. Um, the artwork. Look at that. That's absolutely stunning for Justice. Her dress is absolutely beautiful. Um, yeah, I'll definitely be working with this one because it's right up my street. It is very Rider-Waite Smith and the miners, you know. Um, the staffs. So we do have staffs, Sun Shah. The for the courts we have daughter, son, Malika, and Shah. And the are staffs. You can see they're borderless. Did I show you the back? This is the back. And these are kind of a matte. They remind me of the Witch's Wisdom cards. That beautiful Ten of Cups. The Swords is really nice. I'm going to need to do some readings with this deck because it's beautiful. There was one card in particular. So cups, swords, and coins. So we have coins and staffs rather than wands and pentacles. The Six of Pentacles it was that really made me think of the Lightseers. With the exchange of coins and this kind of a infinity with the two hands. Look at that. I love a good tree. I love when trees are depicted really nicely. So that's just stunning. And I don't know, all of the Shaz. I don't know what the plural of Shah is. I'm going to assume it's Shaz. But they seem to have this picture frame effect. I don't think any of the other cards do. So that's quite interesting. To see. I think that's really interesting. So that's the Sufi tarot. Um, the next one I'm going to show was a really kind gift from our lovely Simon from the Hermit's Cave. And this is another one that's shuffled because I've been using it. This is the Keymaster Tarot. Um, so this deck is absolutely stunning. It's one of these kind of it's a plain Marseille style. So you can see you've got the playing card kind of a the clubs there. But if you see the way when the light hits it, you can see this kind of a gold gilding, and it's got the wands in the background as well. And I just think it's really cleverly done. The majors have this beautiful gold gilded borders. Um, it's like our diamonds, which are like coins. You can see like the line work kind of takes the place of like the flora, the flowers that are normally depicted. It's just it's very kind of feels very geometric. Um, like I don't know, it's just really, really nice. There's just something about it. It's quite hard to describe, but I just really, really like it. Um, let's just take the place of our cups and then spades, and we can see we have our kind of our swords, our five swords. Um, so yeah, I'll look at this hermit card. See what I mean? Like it's very kind of a, like geometric. Like there's lines, and I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I think you probably know what I'm meaning without me saying it. And these are the backs. You can see that that shines in the light as well. It's an absolutely stunning deck. So it is a stunning piece of work. I've seen people that have edged this deck. Um, Pretty sure I've seen it edged in different colours as well. Um, I don't know if I'll edge it, just because I like the way that, we get in the majors, we get this gold border, and I don't want it to bleed into them. So I'll probably leave it the way that it is, but I love it like that. It's really, really nice. So that is the Keymaster Tarot, and I've only got three more decks to show, and these all came together from our lovely Deanne from Blue Crescent Tarot. She absolutely spoiled me for my birthday, so she did. So the first one that I'll show is the Antiquities of Magic Oracle, and this is quite a small deck. Um, it's actually kind of a Lenormand sized. It came with this black edging. I'm not sure if Deanne did that or if that's just the way that this deck comes, but I think it's a 54 card deck. It seems very Lenormandy to me, and I'll probably use it like a Lenormand deck, to be honest. So, it has like kind of a like Lenormand does, it has the thing on it. So we've got ice, and then it has a keyword for what it's getting at, the meaning. So ice is stagnation. We've got the lantern for illumination. Leaf is change. Butterfly transformation. Globe totality. Lizard renewal, and so on and so forth. Some of the cards are actually, they're the same. They are cards that you get, like dog for loyalty. So that is like, that is a Lenormand. The coffin. Now, the coffin here means inevitable. To me, the coffin in Lenormand at least would mean like it's like a full stop. It's an ending. So it is. The cloud, and that's revelation. Whereas clouds for me, if I was reading it as a Lenormand, it would be like confusion, obstruction, difficulties, that kind of thing. So that's the Antiquities of Magic Oracle. Um, I've got two playing card decks here, and they are the Open Portals playing cards. Now I believe that they're different editions of the same deck. I think that's why I've got like a white sticker on one and a grey sticker on the other. I've only opened, I think it's the white sticker one that I've opened, and I thought it might be quite cool to open the grey one with you and have a look at it. But this is how they come in this box with, it's kind of like one of these fold out leaflets. So this is open portals for oracles, and then how to open portals. So you're getting these kind of a fold out leaflets with the deck. And then it comes in a beautiful kind of a papery gilded tuck box. But this is the one that I've opened, so let's pop that to one side and let's unbox this one together. This is where we see if I can actually do this, if I can find the bit to open it with. See, it's maybe better if oh no, wait. Have I found it? Yeah, I found it. I was going to say I'll pause it and save you seeing me struggle, but we're all good. Okay, so I'm not, again, I won't go through the whole thing because it'll take quite long. Ah, yeah, so these are like black backgrounds, as opposed to the other deck, which is white. This puts me in mind of the, oh, can I remember now what it is? Ah, the Arcana Tarot playing cards. These. So you get the kind of the white on black and the black on white versions of these, and this puts me in mind of that. In fact, you know what? Let's get this other one out, and I'll let you see them side by side. So you see how this one is kind of a white edition. So we've got two jokers, and then it goes through the playing cards, and as you can see, we're getting a kind of a illustration, and we're getting a kind of a, so this is Portal of the Forest for the Three of Spades. We have this beautiful illustration of the forest. So I don't think that these are necessarily linked to your traditional playing card interpretations. So if that's what you're looking for here, the images might be distracting. If you're just trying to read with your standard playing card interpretations, the images might be quite distracting for you. Um, there we go, you can see them a bit better there. The cardstock is not unlike the Arcana Tarot playing cards. It's this beautiful linen. Um, See the way I'm holding it there? You can see it in the light. The kind of a linen finish on them, and it's absolutely stunning. And these are the backs. Oh, that's kind of shining annoyingly in the light there. So I won't flip through every single one. That was just to give you an idea of what, how they were, the style of them. Um, but as I say, if you want to see a walkthrough, then please do let me know. I'll be more than happy to film it. That goes for any deck that you've seen here today. So that is, I believe, it. Um, Absolutely delighted with each and every single one of these decks. I want to say thank you to everyone who got me a deck for my birthday. Really, really appreciate it. Um, really touched by everyone's kindness and generosity. And it's just fun to play with all these amazing decks, isn't it? Anyway, I've got a lot of tidying to do now. So yeah, you guys take care. Thanks very much for watching. Please hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and maybe subscribe and follow me for more stuff. Take care, everyone. Thank you, and I'll see you all later.